Bryan, what was it like playing with that cast on the other day?
It was a little bit challenging, having something that large on my hand, but it was all right.
I know the injuries were a bit bad on the defensive front, but now a lot of young guys playing now. It seems like you're all healthy again. How much does that help you guys moving forward?
It helps us a lot, the depth on the defensive line is one of the big keys, especially in this conference where it's a lot of, tough, hard football. Having good depth is really good.
Ryan, and then we'll go back to Edgar.
When you first got hurt, Max said that you didn't know if you play again this season. How severe was it in the moment? What were your thoughts about your ability to return?
It was pretty serious in the moment, but as we developed the plan with the training staff and stuff like that, we figured out that I could play if I clubbed my hand up. So I just, decided to go with that and give it a try, and it worked out pretty well.
And how exactly did it happen in pregame warm-ups?
Yeah, it happened in pregame, man. I really don't even have an exact explanation of what happened. It's just some freak accident kind of happened, and I broke my hand.
Thomas on the left.
Have you noticed or sensed any difference in the confidence of the offensive line, just walking around practice, stuff like that?
Definitely. Those guys are carrying themselves with a different aura about them, and I feel like they're starting to connect as a unit, like one unit.
You guys have had a lot of upperclassmen kind of roll through. It's been a very balanced unit. Those guys didn't have that. How much of a challenge was that? Just that they didn't really have guys they could look to for the way to do it, and they had to kind of figure it out on their own.
It was very challenging. When I came in, I had a bunch of different older guys on the team, help us younger guys out, getting adjusted to the college game. And those guys obviously they didn't have that. So them figuring out by themselves was definitely a big step in maturing, and it helped us out down the road.
Zach, and then we'll go back to Dennis.
Bryan, running down is something that's preached big time to you guys. You guys rank first in the SEC in opponent third down conversions. Fewest first downs allowed. Just how much do you guys pride yourself on that? Out of all the things you do good defensively, especially third down.
Obviously third down it is the money down. You get off the field and you put the offense back on the field and get them in position to score points. So that's the whole objective of the game. So being that third down is the most important down. That's not the only emphasis, but our major emphasis going in each week.
Have you ever seen anybody with a bigger club than what you wore?
Nah, man. Mine trumps all, man. Trumps all.
Dennis on the left.
Bryan, Coach made a big deal about not only you but other guys playing while hurt when you could have maybe decided otherwise. How big a deal should he and we make about that?
I think it's a big deal, just being there for the team. That's the main thing, that they see us pushing through our injuries. I got a broken hand, I'm sitting here with a cast on my hand, I'm sitting here still trying to play and fight for my team. That means something to the coaching staff. It means something to all the players that us older guys, we're taking the initiative to try to win. We want to win, and we're trying to be here, so that's what we're trying to do.
And what do you get from the general perception that this is a defense-dominated team and the defense is going to have to carry this team wherever it goes this year?
I don't really think that's necessarily the case. We're just here to, fulfill our part of the, special teams, offense, defense. We just do our part, and then everything else takes care of itself.
Ryan, and then we'll go to Edgar and then Ryan.
What were your thoughts on seeing Tennessee lose, and did you get to watch the end of that game?
I did actually. I watched, most of the game. Obviously, whenever Tennessee loses is nice, but it definitely helped us. But we're focusing, on what we have to do. All we have to do is, take it week by week and do our thing, and we'll be in good position.
And then you're playing an Arkansas team that their last game did not go well. How do you kind of take that in perspective when you're preparing for them?
I really don't take that in perspective too much, because I feel like we're the Florida Gators and everybody gives us their best shot no matter what. So you can't really take their last game as what we're going to see, because we're going to see something completely different. So.
Edgar.
Yeah, Cam said, "Let the haters hate and doubters doubt." This team, is that kind of the way you guys look at what's going on from the outside?
In a way, because I personally, I feel like everybody loves to hate the Florida Gators. So there's gonna be haters, no matter what. So we just gotta continue to keep a tight ship and do what we do.
But Mac after the game was kind of taken aback and like, did we win the game? I don't know if you saw that clip of video.
I didn't see it.
But just because people breaking down like the style, I guess the style points might not be there.
At the end of the day, W goes in that column, so that's all that really matters.
Do you think, last thing, do you think some of that maybe goes back to like the Tebow era or something like that, where maybe, they won a different way, but this is the way this team wins and has to win?
I mean, honestly, I feel like you look at it 5 or 10 years down the road, you're not really gonna, elaborate on how it was won. You're just gonna say the game was game. So I just think it bodes well for us that we won.
Robbie?
Brian, you guys are in the top 10 now, but do you still sense that there's a lot of respect for you guys out there nationally as far as the
Always.
big picture?
Always, I feel like, like I said earlier, people love to hate the Gators. They don't ever want to give us our respect or our props, so we have to kind of go and take it ourselves. We're still a very hungry team. This top 10 or whatever, it doesn't really mean anything to us. We feel like we should be up there even higher, so we're just going to continue to push and work every day at it.
And then we'll finish up with Thomas.
Do you think some of that has to do with just the way you guys finished last year, people knowing that you guys do have a tough slate of games coming up?
We definitely have a stretch coming up, but one of the main things Coach Mack preaches is just finish. So we just have to take it week by week, day by day, and win each day.
Are there any lessons you can take out of the way you finished last year to avoid that this year?
Definitely. We just gotta stay focused at all times. Lock in on our assignments and just execute them to the T.
Why do you think this year will be different?
I feel like the leadership on this team is a little bit different than it was last year, and then I just feel like the cohesiveness between everybody is just we're in a good place right now.
Do you feel like you're also just better?
That too, I do feel like we're better.
And we'll finish up with Nick, last one.
What kind of pain management tolerance do you have to go through even with the club on your hand during a game?
A lot, a lot. I mean, I don't know if anybody here has ever had a broken hand, but it's definitely it's not pleasant.
So you still feel it
Yeah.
throughout the game?
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, guys.